All right, welcome back. It's the Rizz Show, and on the phone and also on Skype with us, log on to the Rizz Show webcams. St. Louis' own Mr. Justin Willman. Welcome back to the show, sir.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
You just heard me
Good to see you.
Just heard me do a Schnucks commercial to bring it back. Like, oh my God, Schnucks. You're out in L.A. now.
It made it real. Made it real. The Schnucks, the Keckner's voice. It's like I'm home.
Well, I tell you what, congratulations on the new season of Magic for Humans. It is absolutely terrific.
Yeah, man. Wonderful job.
Oh, thanks, man.
Season number 3 on Netflix. My son and I, it's a bonding thing. My son and I watch Magic for Humans, and we sit there, we talk about magic. I think my son wants to become a magician. I said, I'm going to have Justin on the air with me this week. And he's like, hey, can you ask him how he levitates? I'm like, I don't know if he's...
There's a lot that goes into that. I apologize if your son wants to be a magician. You have a long road ahead of you.
Yeah, would you now? If you go to justinwillman.com, you and your son are on there doing magic tricks. Would you want your son to be into magic?
I've been trying to maximize. They say start him young, whatever the thing is. So I've been trying to maximize his quarantine by teaching my son magic. But he's a year and a half. He's a year and a half. He doesn't understand object permanence yet, so he doesn't even know what magic is. But he busts me on every trick I do. He somehow has he can laser focus on exactly what you're not supposed to do, and he busts me. So if your son wants to learn how to levitate, I should just try to teach my son how to levitate, and then he'll show you how to do it.
Would you want your son to go into the magic biz when he's older?
I wouldn't mind it. That's pretty cool. I don't want to force, I feel like when you force your kid to go into the quote-unquote family biz, like that's when everything goes south. So you got to kind of open them up to everything. But come on, a father-son act, it's adorable.
Yeah, I would not want my kid to go into radio. I would want better for him.
Well, I love that the Magic for Humans is kind of a bonding thing for you and your son. That's my favorite thing to hear, is that it's kind of one of those shows that you can actually comfortably watch with your child or your grandma, or you can have an edible and watch it with your buddy.
Yeah.
It's a Swiss Army knife.
Because everybody loves... Who does not like magic? Find me the person that does not like magic. I'm sure in your travels you found them.
YouTube comments, you can find people who just don't like magic.
How can people crap on what you do? Honestly, I don't want to bring up bad stuff, but like what's a negative comment when it comes to your magic?
I think people people who know how to watch magic and enjoy it know that it's about suspending your disbelief, and it's about I'm not a wizard. I don't have powers. But some people think that by saying I'm a magician, that I'm implying that it's like real magic or something. And they're like, that's not real magic. It's a trick. And I'm like, yes, it's a trick. But they think they're actually, busting me by telling me it's a trick. I know it's a trick.
Yeah, got him. I know it's a trick. It's not real. It's not really levitating.
Yeah, he's not real.
Otherwise, I would go by Wizard Willman. Obviously.
Hold on a second. So
you
can't take a pencil and shove it in your ear on one side and pull it out the other side?
Listen, there's got to be something in between the ears. So I think it's the truly intelligent, evolved people who actually know how to enjoy magic. So congrats to you and your son.
I tell you, you blew our mind a couple of the tricks that you did, even on the first episode of the new season with the helmet you had the people wear, and you had that woman. Was it the first or second episode? I'm not sure. I think
that was the first episode. Yeah,
maybe the first episode. So you pretended to make this helmet, this make you smart helmet.
It's ridiculous.
And you had a woman who was standing next to her boyfriend carry out pi, 3.14 out to 14 places.
Pretty much. And he was tripping out. Her boyfriend was tripping. That's what I mean when I say magic on edibles is a whole different thing. That dude was losing his brain. I took basically a pasta colander, and put a bunch of lights on it, and people believe it. It's amazing what people believe when you're a magician. A lot of people think that people must not trust you, but it's the opposite. I could say, give me $100. Can I borrow your phone? And people will they'll just give it to me because they're excited to see what I'm going to do.
Yeah, and when it comes to magic, you want my watch? Go ahead. Good.
Exactly. So I have to use my power wisely.
I actually had a buddy tell me, because when the first season came out, we watched it together, and I had him tell me that he only wanted to watch the show with me because I act like I'm in a horror movie and I don't believe it. So, Justin will do a trick of the big reveal, and I stand up, I go, nope, no, no.
Get me out of here.
No, he didn't.
That's devil work. Get me gone.
Listen,
so he likes you're the show.
Little kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the show he likes to watch.
You're the supporting cast in that scenario.
There's a couple things when if you're an adult and you light fireworks off, you become a little kid. When you're an adult and you watch magic, you become a little kid again.
Oh yeah.
Those are the two things.
That's what it's about. I mean, yeah, that's what it's about. And I think also, I don't know, when I see Santa at the mall, whatever, I become a little kid again. It's those things we forget about what it feels like to be a kid. It's not something to be, to take in lightly. Being a kid, anything is possible. You feel wonder. We've got the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, and when you're an adult, you kind of forget about how awesome that stuff is. So I'm here to remind you that also, it feels good to be a kid.
Also, with everything that's going on, and you watch the news, and you're doom scrolling on your phone, it's just all bad news. My wife and I have been just turning on Netflix and putting on comedy specials, just to not watch the news for an hour, or for your show 20 minutes, 25 minutes, just not be negative for a little while. And it's great to have the kids around the TV and watch something positive, and Magic for Humans really is positive.
That's why I made the show. I mean, it feels weird not being on tour. I was supposed to be doing the pageant, 2 weeks ago. And that's what I love about doing a live show is you kind of get to give people that escapism in person. And obviously when we made this season, we had no idea how important that escapism would be, but we shot it 6 months ago. A lot's changed in the world. Yeah. Like you saw, we do a segment where I say, hey, you want to see some close-up magic? And they say, yeah, and then I get 2 inches from their face and do some magic. That's a trick. That's a segment I'll probably never be able to do again, which is sad. So a lot changes. You never know.
Hey, when that aired like that, did anybody write you going, social distancing, not realizing it's been 6 months because people are stupid? Yeah,
I did. Yeah, that's that YouTube commenter population again.
Was that you,
Rizz? But seeing me out in the streets, just kind of mingling with people, I think it just reminds us how much we took for granted, in pre-COVID days. Oh, that's right. Meeting strangers on the street, shaking hands, that was pretty cool. We forgot about how cool that was. So can't wait for that to come back.
Do you miss being in St. Louis? Are you out in Los Angeles and that's going to be your permanent home? I'm almost waiting when I watch you on Netflix to have a St. Louis reference.
Well, let's see. I mean, I think I've been wearing this hat. You'll see my Cardinals hat a couple times on the show here and there. And, a lot of the home videos and everything is stuff from when I was growing up in St. Louis. And I tried to pick, when I did that segment with the kids at the junior high school, I tried to find a place that looked as much like Ladue Junior High as possible. Just to really rile up my PTSD from those days.
Did you have a terrible junior high experience too, as did we?
Me too.
It was the worst.
Oh yeah, it was the worst. But I think if it wasn't crappy, I wouldn't have found magic as a refuge. I think comfortable, enjoyable, non-awkward junior high experiences. You don't find stuff like magic. You don't need it.
Yeah.
But my family's still there. I get back there a lot, and I will always I make my pilgrimage several times a year. I do miss it.
My son, who we watched your show together. He is graduating elementary school tomorrow, and he's so looking forward to junior high. And he's like, Dad, I can't wait to get there. And I'm like, I'm trying to tamp down the expectations because junior high was the absolute worst, the worst. Your hormones are firing. You got a little freedom. But at the same time, you mix in kids from other elementary schools. It's the worst.
Well, he's going to get there and watch him be the cool, popular kid, and he's going to be like, Dad, I don't know what you're talking about. You must have been a nerd.
Yeah.
Everyone must have hated you, Dad.
Yeah, wow.
Seeing the old pictures of you on your show with the big, giant, curly fro, it's funny to see how you've grown up. Our Justin has grown up.
It's funny, but, dude, this has been, 3 months since I've had a haircut. That hair is coming back. That hair is coming back. It's very hard to cut your own curly fro at home.
Yeah.
So, rocking my Cardinals hat. Yeah.
Moon's dad owns a Flowbee, and we actually Flowbeed Moon's hair, and it looks terrific.
It worked, man. It totally worked. So if you need a Flowbee, I got parts for at least 3 Flowbees.
I feel like I should come up with a Flowbee magic trick. That's just like, it sounds like comedy gold. It's a vacuum with scissors in it, right?
Yeah, dude, $1 billion
what could possibly go wrong?
and the Flowbee company still is making Flowbees. In fact, they still got rocking their website, still selling the Flowbees, and this was their time to shine during the pandemic.
It's a guy and his family down in San Diego. You just call him. My dad says he's a great guy.
I bet you the people who invented the bowl cut really pissed at the Flowbee people. The bowl cut would have been. How many bowls would they be selling right now?
And the guy's name is Carl Flowbee, which is crazy.
No, it's not.
I don't think that's right.
No, that's what I read on. That's what I read on.
That's an
Wikipedia
statement. No, it was on YouTube comment.
Oh yeah, it was a YouTube comment. So Justin, what if a kid were to get into magic? What's the first trick they should learn?
Oh, that's a good. I'll show you right now, so the people who are watching on your Facebook can see it, and then people who are listening on the radio will hear it described.
Okay.
So the first trick, I think the best one, is the mystery of the silver orb. So if you're watching, I'm holding like kind of a mysterious chrome silver orb, and it just floats. Look at that. I mean, come on, that's a fun one.
Yes.
Just floats effortlessly.
Come on, man.
So how it works is that it's a soup ladle up your sleeve.
Oh.
That's pretty much it. That's the first trick. That's all you need to know. You take a soup ladle, you shove it up your sleeve from the right angle. It looks like some sort of orb.
Yes, up your sleeve, Jeff. Up your sleeve, Jeff.
Okay, so I was doing it wrong.
And Jeff, you cannot do this trick with short sleeves. It does not work the same.
That's true.
Oh my God.
I mean, you could try. People just, it doesn't look as good.
It doesn't.
Look at the magic. It's only in
not
my
as
elbow.
magical.
So that's the first trick. I mean, because you got to come up with tricks with stuff you can do around your house.
Yeah.
Like I've been messing around with Oreo cookies lately because I'm a snack guy. Mm-hmm. I like to, instead of dipping it in milk, I take my Oreos and I kind of twist the 2 cookie halves apart and eat the cream, and you can just then refill it, which is kind of fun.
You just refilled
What the hell is that?
And now it's a double stuff. For some reason, it turned into a double stuff.
What was that?
Yeah, people listening right now probably are very confused. But yeah, you can just kind of refill Oreos. That's fun. You got to get creative.
That's ridiculous.
What was the
dark arts?
Yeah, did you sell your soul for that Oreo trick?
What was the first trick you learned?
Well, see, I learned magic because I broke both of my arms when I was 12. I was riding my bike while wearing rollerblades like a dingus, and I was in cast.
You cannot just gloss over that.
Riding your bike with
rollerblades. Okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's dig into it. Listen, junior high is tough, like I said. You got to get creative. You got to find your place, and that was not my place, unfortunately. But St. Louis Children's Hospital, great orthopedic department. They fixed me up real nice, but I was still like laid up in bed at home for a month. I couldn't go to school. My doctor recommended I learn card tricks as physical therapy. He kind of prescribed magic to get my dexterity back, and that's how I got into it. So for me, it was card tricks. I have a deck of cards here, by the way.
Okay.
So listeners, imagine Justin is holding a deck of cards, because I am, all right? And I had cats on, so I couldn't do crazy sleight of hand, so I kind of had to be a little bit of mind reading. Rizz, we didn't set anything up, right?
No.
No magic stuff.
None.
So in a deck, there's 52 cards: ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. There's clubs, diamonds, and spades. Name any one of the 52 cards. Super random. Make it random.
7 of clubs.
7 of clubs. Fantastic. So no funny business here. Listeners, I'm taking the cards out of the box. And what I did is, before this interview started, I went through the deck and I turned one card the opposite way. And Rizz, you can verify there's one card facing the other way. Mm-hmm. You could have said any one of the 52. You said what card?
7 of clubs.
7 of clubs, and that's the one.
This is so ridiculous.
I don't get it. I don't understand. I just don't get it.
This is very strange.
Magic makes my brain shut down. It makes it shut down.
But see, I just turned into a little kid
I
right
love
there.
it. I love every
became
second of
10 years old and was like giddy.
Yeah, my son is going to lose his mind. My son has like 3 or 4 different kits. He buys different kits, and he's always asking me, "Hey, can we look on Amazon and see if there's a different kit I can learn?" And he's got all sorts of like trick things. He's made a lot of my money disappear. Honestly,
yeah.
I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah,
I actually just made a magic kit. Yeah, I'm actually just. It's so funny you say that. I made a magic kit. It's the social distancing magician starter kit. It might be reversed on the Skype here. But right when the lockdown started, I was like, this is the perfect time for kids to learn magic, because I was kind of self-isolated when I dove into the art. So I picked 10 of my favorite tricks, put them in this box to raise money for COVID-19 relief funds and healthcare workers. So and we've sold like 500 of them.
Wow.
We raised a bunch of money, and it's good stuff. It's my favorite 10 tricks. So I think your son's going to spend a little more of your money now, hopefully.
Yeah,
So go to JustinWillman.com, WILLMA.
JustinWillman.com. Yeah, you can grab one of those, and I'm pretty stoked about them. I teach you how to do all the tricks. That's the worst part about magic kits normally, is they're like written. They're written in another language and then poorly translated into English, and you feel like an idiot. And you're not an idiot. You just need someone to teach you. So I teach them all.
Awesome.
Yeah, and according to the description, your kit, you'll teach how to make stuff disappear, make stuff appear, read people's minds, violate the laws of physics, and much more.
Exactly. I didn't want to get too detailed there. No spoilers, Make stuff appear, make stuff disappear, make stuff levitate. You get it. Magical stuff.
But I'm telling you, your show on Netflix, all 3 seasons, amazing. It really is fun to watch with the entire family. And if you just want to shut off the news for a little while and just tune into Netflix and watch Justin just blow your mind, it's amazing.
I'm not kidding.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm updating my cart, and I am purchasing this right now.
Hey.
Awesome. Now I'll know where you live. This is great.
Yeah. Hey, man, you want to come by next time you're in for visiting the family? Just come say, hey.
He's got a pool.
And deliver it.
That's right. I got a pool. It's 78 degrees right now.
Moon's got a pool, and he just bought a leaf blower, too.
That's right. I got a new leaf blower. I'll clear the way.
And a Floby. We got a Floby, too. We can Floby in the pool.
Those are the 3 things required to be Justin's friend right there.
Hey, Justin, are you hearing about when you're going to be on the road again? Or, I'm just... Who knows, right?
I've got some dates on the books in August, and then I think my pageant show rescheduled for September. Listen, I want to go when the people are safe and ready for it. I don't want to jump the gun, but I am itching, dude, to get back on stage. So hopefully it'll be with just a couple months away.
Well, seriously, next time you're in town, please stop by the studio. We'd love to see you again.
I absolutely will. Let's see, it's rescheduled for, pageant is rescheduled for August. So come on out, August 21st.
All right, great. Hopefully it's going to happen.
Wait.
Hopefully it's going to happen.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, Justin Willman, everybody.
Yeah.
Go to JustinWillman.com and then get the magic kit and see you and your son do the tricks and watch the new Netflix thing, Magic for Humans. It's a wonderful watch, and you and your family are going to love it. Justin, thank you so much for taking the time. We love you.
Good to see you, Rizz.
And,
thank you so much.
We hope to see you soon. Justin Willman, everybody! See you, buddy!